G'day legends, welcome to another episode of Parts Unknown Melbourne. Tonight we're in Melbourne, so I've decided to wear a little scarf to honour the occasion. I'm Moose.
And I, of course, have been Gandalf. We're here to show you the best place in Melbourne to eat, sleep, drink, everything in between. The only thing is, we don't know where it's going to be. We're just going to have a little walk around and see what tickles our fancy. Let's get into it. Well, I dreamed I saw the moose and Gandalf come and saying something about a feast. There were cafes and bars and pizza and pasta and great Thai food on Melbourne streets. You can watch Parts Unknown Melbourne in your bed. You can scroll until they die. I was thinking about what a friend had said. They were hoping you'd comment and like. Thinking about what a friend had said. They were hoping you'd comment and like.
At the top end of Melbourne CBD, off Burke Street, you'll find Madame Russell's, a cocktail bar, rooftop cocktail bar, that has a bit of a tennis horny swing to it. It's just off Burke Street, and no, I'm not talking about Burke Street where you find Myer, David Jones, and even General Pants. It's on the top end of the city, and by top I mean east.
So I've heard like a lot of people have been messaging us saying we've got to get this place, we've got to check it out. And we thought, given that the Challenger is coming out now, we thought it'd be a perfect place to bring ourselves to be at the tennis location. We were lucky enough to beat the crowds and find a little spot of our own. We've got a little nook and cranny here. We're going to tuck up, have a few drinks.
When you're at Madame Russell's, you want a cocktail. Just the beer and the wine for Gandalf and I tonight though. And it's absolutely wonderful to be sharing a cold drink here with my best mate Gandalf, wanting to know what's going on with him in his life.
Well, it wouldn't be a Saturday night in Melbourne without a beer. I've gone for the Hawker's IPA and I am so excited to enjoy this pale ale. What I like to do is let the bubbles come up and like I'm having a cappuccino, then just immerse my lips in it. Wait, or another round.
I love the movie references they have here at Madame Russell's. Obviously challenges, but also the Batman. The bat signal you can see from the rooftop. What's it asking? 2 more jugs of Pimm's, please.
What's better than being in a relationship with one person? Being in a relationship with 5 people. Now, the app Field, which I recently got after a lot of recommendations, has now got me in a relationship where I am dating 5 other people. We live in a share house in Brunswick, only 2 bedrooms, so you do the math, but I am very, very happy.
Oh, this wine and beer combination is absolutely amazing, but we're gonna need some help. We're gonna throw over to Uber and Uncontrollable from the Subway Surface to tell us everything we need to know about Subway. Take it away, guys.
G'day guys, my name is Uber and there is no Subway on the menu for me today. I'm going to throw over to Uncontrollable.
Thank you, Uber, and thank you, Moose and Gandalf from Parts Unknown Melbourne. I'm Uncontrollable, and I'm one half of the Subway Surface. Having a footlong here today. Now, I know a footlong is more expensive than a 6-inch by itself, but you'll get 2 6 inches, which realistically is the same size as a footlong. That would be more expensive than just opting for the 1 footlong version. Thank you so much for checking out the Subway Surface. We're going to throw it back to Moose and Gandalf from Parts Unknown Melbourne. Thank you so much to Uber and Uncontrollable from the Subway Surface telling us everything about Subway. We're going to throw back to Gandalf from Moose and Gandalf's Parts Unknown Melbourne. Take it away, guys.
The thing I really love about Melbourne is like there's so many places, like you think of the Espy and you think of, oh, that can only be good if we go out there on Saturday night. But you go to a place like this and everyone would usually think afternoon thing, but it's actually really good for nighttime as well. I'm loving the cozy little vibe here. Look at this, they just got leaves like sitting there.
You know, being up here on the Madame Russell's rooftop, you really want to, you feel tempted to look at all the skyscrapers around you in the beautiful city of Melbourne. But if you don't mind, we're going to cut to a little shot of my view here. Makes me think of New York City, early New York City, and dare I say, Elia Kazan's and Marlon Brando's on the waterfront. You see a little bit of smoke coming out of the chimney, a few lights on in the building, wondering who's in there. Is it Marlon Brando? And of course the bat signal.
So one of the things that caught my eye here when I got here was there's this beautiful huge mural on the wall. And we're like, who's that incredible artist? Picasso? Michelangelo? The Mona Lisa? No, it was actually created by a local artist, Jasmine Designs. Now, Jasmine Designs does everything you could need from a brand perspective. So although you go to their account, JH Designs, you'll see it's only got 70 followers or so and only 4 posts. We started to think, what's going on? They've done this great mural. Where's the rest of their work? Well, they've actually changed their account name to Your Pricing Queen. You go to Your Pricing Queen and you are greeted with an abundance of services for your business to take it to the next level. Jasmine Designs, thank you.
You know, I'm sitting up here having a wine and a beer with my best friend Gandalf from Parts Unknown Melbourne. And although I love speaking to my friend, I can't help but view the cityscape behind him. It reminds me of the little intro in Frasier where they show the Seattle line and they do little and they do sometimes they'll have a little air balloon, hot air balloon that floats up next to the Seattle eye, the Seattle needle. So, and I would think it's a wonderful homage to the wonderful hot air balloons we see for those early rises in Melbourne most mornings.
So if I did have to pick out a flaw of this place, at this time of night, it's kind of depressing. It's dark, there's not a lot of people, it's kind of desolate. We walked in there, we thought it was actually closed. But, like, we come to sit in this little corner, it's actually really warm and nice. You wouldn't expect that on a night like this.
Step 1 undies. That's right, Step 1 undies are made out of bamboo material. Now, we're right next to bamboo, if you want to have a look here. So if you ever want to see bamboo in this way, you got to get to Madame Brussels. If you want to see bamboo in the other way I just mentioned, we can go to Madame Brussels, but you might need to buy me a few more pins.
So we have a lot of people slam our generation when they forget who the ones were that actually raised us. And everyone says we're like lazy bones and we don't get off our tushies and we don't want to do anything. Like, the fact that this place has an elevator, that's the only way to get up here and not stairs. Like, people, like, you know, the PC police will be like, oh, you need to walk up those stairs, mister. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to be a lot more convenient.
Madame Brussels, you have been a treat, and only Parts Unknown Melbourne will notice the little homage that of course you do to Tintin. Everybody knows Belgium in Brussels has the Tintin Museum. So, beer comes in a tin, I see that. Now, hopefully they don't pay homage to Tintin's dog Snowy out here.
Game, set, match. It's time for Gandalf's final sip of the day. Let's put this IPA down the hatch and get out of here. Quiet, please. That was just terrific. Let's give you our final thoughts outside.
Legends, thank you so much for watching another episode of Parts Unknown Melbourne. Yes, we're in Melbourne, so I wore the scarf to honour the occasion. I'm Moose.
And I, of course, have been Gandalf. Madame Tussauds, you were just sensational. Thank you so much for the wonderful drinks, the view, the staff. Everything was excellent. We're definitely going to be back, but as for now, I got to go to the bathroom.